we back in Stockton with it. So Nano MB and Dougy3z was arrested the other day on parole violation. Those are 2 of the 3 rappers that were targeted in the mass shooting in Stockton. The other rapper was MB Nail. You know, allegedly he was hit by gunfire and, you know, he got shot up. These 2 did not get hit, but they got arrested on parole violations. And this was their first appearance in court.
In court Thursday afternoon, Luciano Guerrero walked in wearing an orange jail jumpsuit, facing a judge for the first time after being arrested Monday morning for parole violation. He was with family at Saturday night's party when shots were fired. Guerrero has 2 different cases pending. According to the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, in 2023, Guerrero was sentenced to a total of 2 years for carrying a loaded firearm in public while an active gang member, and for evading a peace officer while driving recklessly. The judge did not set a bail for the parole violation, but a previous $250,000 bail on another case was doubled to $500,000. His next court date is on December 11th. Only a few floors down, Billy Williams had his arraignment for parole revocation. That is the process of returning a parolee to prison for violating the conditions of their parole, which authorities believe Williams did the night of the shooting. On Tuesday, KCRA spoke to Williams, who described the chaos during and after the shooting that took 4 lives. The sheriff's office says Williams has a criminal history including felony charges of injury to a spouse, domestic violence, false imprisonment of a person, felony vandalism, and willful cruelty to a child. In court today, Williams, whose sister threw the party Saturday night, was appointed an attorney. The judge says parole has asked Williams to serve 180 days in the county jail.
Willful cruelty to a child? Them bad people charges, man.
After a lot of back and forth between Williams and his attorney, the judge offered to put it over for further arraignment, to which the attorney agreed.
All right, man. So as you heard, they both got no bond for the parole violation, but Nano MB, he got a $500,000 bail for another open case, and when I looked into it, he has 36 counts, right? So we're gonna go over the counts right now, but let me show you that it's actual 36 counts, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. There you go. 35, 36, man. So, we're going to go all over the counts and break down what exactly he's fighting, right? So, boom. Off the rip, 11 counts is gang enhancements, right? So if you don't know what a gang enhancement is, it's basically when they attach an enhancement to your actual charge because they say it's in the benefit of a gang, man. So all you little gang bangers out there, you know what I mean? You out there getting gang tats on your face and getting field identification cards for hanging out with your homies on the streets. Just know when you catch a case, this is the shit that they're gonna try to pull, bro. They're gonna try to put an extra 4 years on that shit if you got a gun, and if you actually do something violent like shoot somebody or, you know what I mean, they're gonna try to add another 5, 10 years, right? So they could even add life, right? So if you shoot somebody and they get hit, they could add a life gang enhancement, right? So. But look, all right, so 11 counts gang enhancement. So, boom, 12 counts is a prior serious felony double up. So that basically means he has a strike, right? So any charge you cast while you have a strike already, it could get doubled up. So if you catch a case and you're supposed to get 3 years, they're going to double it to 6 because you got a strike, right? So he has 11 gang enhancements and 12 double ups from strikes, right? So the first count, we're going to get that out the way, is just a misdemeanor. Corporal injury to a spouse, right? I mean, it basically means he beat his bitch up, man. He beat the bitch up, right? So that's 3 years probation, 1 year misdemeanor charge. So that's 1 year for that, right? Now he has 1 count of possession of a machine gun. 4, 6, and 8. All right. Now, mind you, the 8 years is doubled up because he has a strike. So that's 16 years, right? And then guess what? Another 4 years on top of that for the gang enhancement, right? So that's 20 years, right? His maximum. I'm not saying that's what he's going to get, but that's his max, right? 20 years for that, right? Possession of a machine gun. Now, possession of an assault weapon, right? So that's 16 months, 2 years, and 3 years, right? So 3 years gets doubled up. He has a strike to 6 years, plus 4 years for the gang enhancement. So that's 10 years. You see how these double ups and these gang enhancements be making shit a lot worse? So that's another 10 years, right? So 2 counts of felon in possession of a firearm. Now this is the charge that all my homies come in and out of jail for, man. In and out, in and out, in and out. You know what I mean? They go home for 6 months, they come right back. I mean, they go home for a year, come right back, man. This case right here, man. Felon in possession of a firearm. So that's 16 months, 2 years, 3 years. And it's doubled up, right? So he has 2 counts, though. He has 2 counts. So that's 6 years. Doubled up because of the strike. So that's 12 years. Plus 4 years for the gang enhancement. Plus 4 years for the gang enhancement. Because he has 2 counts. So that's 20 years for the 2 counts of felon in possession of a firearm, right? With the gang enhancement and the strike double ups. That's 20 years. 3 counts of possession of a large capacity magazine, bro. All right. 16 months, 2 years, 3 years. A large capacity magazine is basically anything that's above 10 rounds in California is illegal. You know what I'm saying? I know other states it's like 16 rounds, or some states you could have 50, 100, like, you know what I mean? In California, it's only 10. We got real strict gun laws. I think New York is the same thing. So he has 3 counts. So 3 years times 3. That's 9 years. Doubled up to 18 years. And then he has 4 years for a gang enhancement. 4 years for a gang enhancement. 4 years for a gang enhancement. So that totals out to 30 years. All right. Ooh, all right, let's get to the next one, man. Let's see. Felon in possession of ammunition. Okay. 4 counts of felon in possession of ammunition. I don't know how he has 4 counts. Like, obviously, they're trumping up the charges, right? You know, that's what they do, bro. They trump up the charges so you can just cop out and take a deal. You know what I mean? If you find out you fighting 130 years and like, hey, we'll give you 6 years, bro. But, you know, that's what they do. They trump up your charges, man. He might have got caught with 4 different boxes of ammo. You know what I mean? 9mm, a box of 9mm, a box of 40s, a box of 223s. You know what I mean? A box of, you know what I'm saying, 4.5s or 40s. And, you know what I mean? 4 different boxes, 4 different calibers. Boom, we're going to hit them with 4 different counts, right? So felon in possession of ammunition, same thing. 16 months, 2 years, 3 years. So 3 years times 4 counts, that's 12 years, doubled up to 24 years. Plus 4-year gang enhancement times 4, that's 40 years, bro. All right? Now, this is the most serious charge he has. He has 1 count of assault with a firearm, right? The penalties seem low, though. It's 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, right? Now, it's 4 years. It's doubled up to 2, so it's 8 years, right? But notice he only had 11 gang enhancements. So I think this charge is the only charge that doesn't have a gang enhancement on it. Because there's a total of 12 counts of charges, but there's only 11 gang enhancements. So I'm guessing this is the one without a gang enhancement. Okay? And I think it might not have a gang enhancement because maybe, possibly, it was him shooting back. You get what I'm saying? I think he might have been defending himself, so they didn't hit him with a gang enhancement. When the shooters came through, boop, 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 maybe he shot back. Now, I'm just speculating. I don't know if these are old charges or new charges, but it's a possibility, right? So, everything else, so there's 12 actual charges, 12 strike double-ups. But there's only 11 gang enhancements. So out of all these counts, only 1 count doesn't have a gang enhancement on it. And I'm not including the misdemeanor. The misdemeanor, that's his own. That's not included in the 12 charges. So I'm thinking it's the assault with a firearm. Usually if they want to fuck you over with an assault with a firearm, they're going to add a gun enhancement, right? A gun enhancement is 5. It's 4, 5, 10. It's 3, 5, 10, and then there's 10, 20 life. So there's 2 gun enhancements. It's 3, 5, and 10, and 10, 20 life. I got the 10. I got the 10 off the 3, 5, 10. Right? Because I shot somebody. Well, I shot 2 people. So I ended up with the 10. Right? So this is, all right, I got 17 years, right? So how my time broke down was I got 3 years for the first assault with a firearm. For my second assault with a firearm, they give you a third of the midterm, right? A third of the midterm. So a year or half it. So I got 3 years for one assault with a firearm. I got 1 year for my second assault with a firearm. So that's 4 years for 2 counts of assault with a firearm. Then I got a 10-year gun enhancement. So that brings me to 14 years. Then I got a 3-year GBI enhancement, right? So that brought me to 17 years, right? So for whatever reason, he's not fighting a gun enhancement. And he's not fighting a GBI enhancement, which means not fighting a GBI enhancement. That means nobody got hit probably, right? But I don't see why he wouldn't be fighting a gun enhancement because they love to throw that shit on there. You know what I mean? But, so for a total, he's fighting 129 years total, man. Now, I'm not saying that's what he's going to get. Most of this shit is just gun cases that they're probably going to run concurrent. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you got caught with 3 guns at one time, 1 incident. You got caught with 4 boxes of bullets, 1 time, 1 incident. All right, you know what? Judge is probably just going to run all that shit concurrent. You know what I mean? There's consecutive and there's concurrent. Consecutive is when they stack all your time, boom, 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 back to back. But usually they don't do that with gun cases. When you find a bunch of guns at one place at one time, they're going to run that shit concurrent. So even though he's fighting 129 years, he's not going to get that. And they're probably going to offer him a deal for all the guns. So for all the guns, the ammo, machine gun, assault, all the gun shit, they're probably going to wrap that up into like so 3 years, doubled up. They're probably going to double them up, 6 years. And they probably going to give him like 10 years, bro. But non-violent, it's a non-violent. So he's going to do half of the half time. So he's going to get sentenced to 10 years, half time, but 50%. You get sentenced to 50%, but when you get to prison, you only do 33%. So even though he gets sentenced to 10 years, in reality, he'll only have about 3 years and some change, right? Now, the assault with a firearm, that's a different story, because he's gonna have to do 66%, right? He gonna get sentenced to 85%, and then, but once he gets to prison, he has to do 66%, right? So he might actually, all right, let's just say he gets to 4 years, or say he gets to 4 years doubled up to 8 years, right? Or you know what, let's go with the 3. Let's say he takes a deal, right? 3 years doubled up to 6, right? So 6 years, 66% of 6 years, that's about 4 years, right? So 4 plus the 3, I'll say he might do like 7 years off of this case, man. 5 to 7, you know what I mean? In my prediction, you know? And then the boy Dougy3z, he's looking good, man. I guess he ain't get caught with shit. They only want to give him 180 days parole violation, you know what I'm saying? Your boy over here fighting 129 years, you fighting 180 days, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's the update on the case. Really, I think they just want to keep them locked up for shit to cool down, you know what I mean? They don't, they don't want them to retaliate, heat the streets up even more. So, they doing anything they can to just keep them in jail, you know what I mean? So, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be granting no bond. But, yeah, that's a little update on the case, man. I'm going to keep you guys updated on anything to do with this mass shooting in Stockton. And, I know I've been covering a lot of California shit, because I am on the West Coast, and that is how I started my channel. But at the same time, I don't want to just do West Coast shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to just be in a small niche of like West Coast content. I want to cover other shit too. I know the other shit that I'm doing isn't going to get as much views at first because I'm not in the algorithm of, other cities, and I don't got a broad audience. I know mainly my viewers tune in for California shit, but I'm going to prioritize California content, right? I'm going to prioritize it. Anything California, West Coast, I'm going to cover it. But at the same time, I'm going to be tuning in to other cities, Chicago, New York, Texas, wherever, So, appreciate you guys rocking with me. Like the video, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.